You know, I'm obsessed about going by the moniker, the name, the title, the Intimacy Incubator, because in our world today we have more people than ever, but we seem to be lonelier than ever. And it frustrates me, and I hate to see that in our culture. So I'm obsessed with the whole notion of bringing people back together again. And you know, a couple weeks ago, I spoke at a human trafficking conference, and I spoke on the effects of pornography on how men see women, and how the core of that comes down to men objectifying women and seeing women as property, and the only value, the only worth is in their sexuality. And afterwards, I was flooded with all kinds of people at my table, and it was kind of overwhelming, and probably 90% of them were women. Wives and ex-wives of guys that they all related to the story. And so that got me thinking that, you know, the cover of the Time magazine of this last year was people that came forward with the Me Too movement. And I realized that there's a next Me Too movement. And the next Me Too movement is the guy that realizes that he's lonelier than ever because he spends most of his time in front of a computer screen. The guy that feels lonelier than ever because he doesn't have a social life and he doesn't have a relationship in his life, especially with the one that he's married to or engaged to, or a girlfriend in his life, or whatever that context looks like. The guy that realizes that he was made for more than that. And that's the guy I'm called and created to help. And I also thought that the next Me Too movement may very well be the woman that's lonelier than ever because the man that's in her life is obsessed with watching something like pornography online. And she doesn't have a relationship in her life, and she probably can't tell anybody. Matter of fact, neither one of them can tell anybody because they both feel like they're the only ones on that island, when in actuality, that would be the most populated island on Earth. And so, you know, I realized that, wait a minute, this next Me Too movement might be people coming forward saying, I have a relationship shortage in my life. I have an intimacy shortage in my life. And intimacy is not just sexuality. It leads up to that and it involves that, but it's not just that. So I wonder if that is the next movement, the next Me Too movement. You know, my personal mission statement is, with strength, wisdom, gentleness, and mercy, I co-create a world of intimacy and unconditional connection by teaching and inspiring 1 million men how to live free from internet pornography. Because I think that's not only part of my story, but that's what I know best, is how to get guys off of that and into real relationship and into real intimacy. I'm also working with a couple female counselors to begin to help women kind of recover from being kind of torn apart through that experience as well. And so that's coming down the line, and I'm pretty excited about that. But in the meantime, I just wanted to reach out to whoever that is, whoever may resonate with this message, and let you know that you're not alone. That it's okay for you to say, yes, me too. Me too to that feeling of loneliness and that feeling of isolation and that feeling of you're the only one going through that, because I can assure you, you are far from the only one going through that experience. My name is Kirk M Samuels. I'm going to give you my phone number. I've had a couple of people reach out to me because in another YouTube video, I gave out my phone number and people said, well, you said I could call. And absolutely, I want you to call my cell phone. It's 720-515-6536. Rings directly to my phone. People are surprised when I either answer the phone or call them right back. But that's my phone number because I'm obsessed with helping people. I'm obsessed with filling that space, that calling, that purpose in this world that I was created for. 720-515-6536. You are not alone. And I want to offer my vulnerability so that you too can say, me too. I will talk to you soon. Take care.